I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Burak, who is the chairman of Teksan. Burak, first time I've actually done anything with Teksan today. A massive global launch happening for you, which we see behind us. The first ever Perkins engine, the 5016, and a massive, huge power generation unit here.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to tell me a little bit about Teksan as a business and the way in which you've become such a leader in the power generation sector, from big all the way down to small. So tell me a bit about the business.
Okay, so as you said, Teksan is a global generator set manufacturer. We are manufacturing diesel, gas, natural gas generator sets, cogeneration, trigeneration systems. Also, we can make energy storages, which is very popular these days.
Yep.
So we can say Teksan is a energy solution provider, but the specialty of the Teksan is tailor-made solutions.
Right.
So this is the specialty of Teksan. This is how we become bigger.
Right. And so when you're talking about that, we're talking about big projects with something like this. This is now a big first, isn't it, with Perkins Engines? Tell me a bit about this new innovation, and then we'll talk about how your engineers work together as well.
So as you said, this is the first 5016 series of Perkins in the world.
Yep.
So Teksan is the first company who has it. This is the new technology engine. In fact, it is upgraded version of the 4000 series, but this has much more fuel economy, better emission levels, plus this is designed for prime applications, which today in the world, the prime application and the big power need is increasing a lot.
So when you talk about prime applications, I'm thinking hospitals, I'm thinking about data centers, I'm thinking about major infrastructure, buildings and industrial scale stuff, isn't it?
Data centers are a little more standby application, but the need of power is huge there.
Yeah.
Oil and gas can be, or construction sites can be more prime applications, or even power plants. We can even make power plants with this 5000 series very easily, comfortable and very cost effective, because of the fuel consumption has decreased a lot.
Yeah, and then we talk about fuel consumption. It's really important, isn't it? Because we've seen the scale of the increase in fuel costs. And when you can optimize something, that's really interesting, isn't it? So in here, we're seeing now a major reduction in fuel without any major reduction in performance, but also the engine size as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. This engine will consume almost 400 liters of diesel in 1 hour at full load.
Yep.
So even if you can make 1% of decrease, this is a lot.
Yeah.
So think about that, 400 liters in an hour, which is, if working in prime application, you have 24 hours.
Yeah.
So imagine 1% how much it will cost to the customer or to the environment. So that's really very important. But especially for prime, this fuel consumption is very important.
So we've got this world first, and the other things that you were talking about there is the way in which you put things together. So you're putting together huge generation, but also I was talking to you earlier and you're saying, well, actually we're really good at making things big but quiet as well. And so we've seen different pictures and imagery of things like that. That's really important when you're putting something like this in an urban environment as well, isn't it?
This is technology and engineering, in fact. I mean, it is easier to make a generator, but when you say more silent, or if you want to add some options on it, that's where you should start to make engineering. And we always say quality is hidden in the details. So details are always very important, and we can decrease the sound level to 70 decibels in 1 meter with these engines. And even if the customer is asking for less, we have a team for engineering. We have R&D center. We have more than 50 engineers working to make it better, quieter.
And I think, you know, what's interesting is you're talking about quality. You've got the Perkins engine there, but you're also working with Deep Sea Electronics, DSE, who are another UK company, folks, to get the control systems and the panels and things like that into here. These are hard applications, you know, and so it's really important that that everything is kept going, isn't it? And those components, and there's other components in there from another one of your sponsors here today. So tell me about that relationship.
Okay, so this generator set has Perkins Engines, as you said, Leroy-Somer alternator and Deep Sea controller. So when you combine all together, you should know that you have the best solution. Controller is very important, as you said, that's the controlling everything. That's checking the mains, checking the power, checking the oil pressure, water level, water temperature. So you should trust what you have, and everything should be under control. And if you want, we can also make remote monitoring, remote start and stop. So especially for critical application, this remote monitoring is also very important. We have a team which is checking everything continuously, and if there is any problem on the engine or the genset, directly they can send a message to us. We know what's going on. We can directly get in touch with the customer or end user, or in some cases, according to the agreement, we can directly go to site to check, to prevent the problem before it occurs.
Yeah, preventative maintenance, really important. You've got a team of maintenance engineers all around the world, and obviously the reason why you go with leading providers is to get into their network as well globally. So that's really important that people can rely on that sort of process, isn't it?
Exactly, Peter, because if the genset will not work when you need it, that will be the highest investment in the world that you have made.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes people can say we got cheaper, but if it doesn't work, it's not cheap anymore. It's the most expensive investment that you made. So with this after sales, preventive maintenance, and remote controlling, we make it sure that it will work whenever they need it.
Fantastic. So let's just recap there. We've got this global first, but we've got a business that actually has the engineering team to bespoke generation and power generation for lots of different applications. We're talking about the big stuff here today. Yes. We've also got that smaller stuff that goes all the way down to little handheld portables on site as well, isn't it? So what's really interesting for me is how you're really saying, waving the flag here, we're the first in the world to do things. That's important that you're having that leadership from your perspective, isn't it?
Right, of course. We always say we should lead the way.
Yep.
And we should show the market what to do, how to do, and some company will follow us. This is very good for Teksan, and this is the DNA of Teksan, always to do things first. Also, in Turkey, we make the first cogeneration and trigeneration. For this energy storage, again, we made the first in Turkey. We like it. We like to be the first. So this makes us feel better and gives us the strength to work more for it.
So we'll be seeing a lot of different people coming from all over the world at the event here today. Great to be invited myself, because I think, you know, that power generation is the future needs of everybody. It's only getting more and more demand, even from new things like AI coming on. But when we've got schools, when we've got healthcare centres, when we've got prime industrial applications that need that power and need it to be reliable, that's where we have things like this, the hidden containers, and what's inside makes all the difference. Great to see you. Cheers.
Thank you very much, mate.